everybody. Let me talk in this video about properties and method. If you remember in last video we added one text view and we added one button. So when someone click on the button, we see data will updated on the text view. So how we do that? We added the button, and the button we added event, name it button click, and we access to this event. Then we connect to the text view by finding it in the view. Then we update it from here. That's normally happen. We understand how we connect to any object in the view. For example, if I want to connect to this button, what's the name of this button? If I go here on the design, I will say name it button. You could name it any name. Let me say it button click. I give it this name. So if I go back to the code to access to that button, first I have to define instance from the button. You remember, well, the name of this tool is button. So first to access to it, let me on the top I define button in this way. Let me name it button display or button click. Now to access to button click, I will say button click equal button now because I want to access to button. Then I will say find the view by ID. Then I will say r.id. The name of the button. What's the name of it? It is name it button click. Now okay, this one will access to any properties of the button and any event. If I want to change the text of the button, I will say okay, set text. Let me say it click. I will change the text to click. If you see, the layout is a click me. So now when someone run application, it have to be click, not a click me, because we in the code we update it to a click. So when the application will run, he changed it to the click. That's great. So we show how we could access to the button. Now I want to access to the events. We see how we could access to the event through directory. We have the layout, then from layout we define the event name. We could define even the same name. We could access to it. I see this is not a practice. It's better to separate the code from the design. So it's better to access to event from the code. We could do that. If I remember, I have button click. I could call event name it's set on a click listener. If you see set on a click listener, I click on it, I select it. So now he's asked me for on a click listener. If you see on is capital, so I just say new on. He will just complete it, just I select it. See, this is the event ready. He say write your code here. So whenever button click it, this code will execute. So instead adding this code here, you could remove it and add it here. Same process. Now if I click run again, I have to do same operation. But one thing I will tell you more after I'm running this one. See, same thing, but in this way I access to the method through the code, but previous way we access through the method from layout. Now if I could access to this text view because it is public, but if we suppose this text view here is defined here inside the method, I cannot access to it unless it be final. This is a methodology in Android. So because this button has a thread, so a thread cannot access any value outside it. We know any UI is a thread, so button click is a thread. So any thread cannot access to any value outside to it unless it be public or final. So if it's the variable be inside the method, so it'll be in same method should be final. Or if the variable will be on the top, that's okay because it is public. So just making sure. One last thing, you could use finish to stop any activity. Just write finish. This finish you could end up of any activity that you have it. For example, if I click it on it now, should finish the activity. Finish mean finish this activity. Here we done, and thank you for watching.